usually, you know, you talk a lot on the internet about absent fathers and how you kind of blame the women for that.
No.
You don't blame women for absent fatherhood?
No, I blame, it's not about blame. It's about understanding why situations happen and giving yourself the best situation for that not to happen. And in this days and times, what it looks like to me is that a lot of women choose single motherhood, given the decisions that they make. I think the decision making is really poor. So they choose to go with men that they know are not going to be good. A lot of them choose to go with men that they know are not going to be good fathers. They might be good lovers, right? But they're not going to be good fathers, right? And so you're kind of setting yourself up when it comes to fatherhood and motherhood for a fall. And it's like, listen, if you think sex is more important than family,
I mean, I do feel kind of what you're saying, because sometimes I feel like what I've witnessed in people around me is a little bit like, you usually know as a woman like that, you know, this man is not gonna come through, and and when it then really happens, it's like, and I've looked at women before, it's like, why would you you know, choose that man to have your child? Yeah, it's like that, and you can see sometimes like, my man doesn't, but then it's. But that's what I'm saying, decision making. You see what I said? Do you see what just happened there? You said, oh, because I blame women for it. And what just happened is I just dissected what it is, and you agreed with me. Yeah, but and then so I also it's not just like, I blame women. Yeah, but I also feel a little bit like, obviously for men it's different, because men are more, you know, they just don't feel about their seed like women do feel about their seed, which is obvious, because we carry them for 9 months. You know, that the woman feels different about her child than a man is obvious, because even though we might expect men to feel the same way about the child like the woman, how we carry them, it's all the pain we go through to birth them, we're gonna obviously love them more, almost like, so you know? It's a huge decision, isn't it? Yeah. And what I'm saying is, there's a lot of women taking that decision too lightly. You're gonna have it, when you go through all of that pain and all of that craziness, you want to have it with somebody who you know is going to be rock solid. There's a lot of women out here having babies with any and everyone. And these guys, you already know, this guy's probably got 2, 3, 4 other baby mothers already. Is that what, you think he's going to be a father to your one? What, because you're a good lover, because he's a good lover, because he knows how to give you a good orgasm? It's just like, come on. Okay. But you also see that, you know, it takes two to tango, because I always say, because people always like, I always talk about how I'm absolutely fine, I already decided for my life, if I don't find the right partner, I'm not having children. I don't want a kid, I want a family, you know. So I always say that to myself, words are powerful, but at the same time, like, people then always be like, yeah, but you never know, but I always say, it can happen that in the moment, set yourself that goal. I think that this guy is great, right, and it turns out in the long run, fuck, he's not. Because some men change it up real quick after they know they breeded you. And that happened to a few of my friends as well. They got bamboozled and the man was acting all fine, and then all of a sudden the kid come and things change. That's for another discussion. But I feel like, and I always say, yes, that can happen. But in the moment I decide to have a child with this man, I'm gonna think this man is the right person to have a family with. The problem is that when a woman's getting that good dick, yeah, her emotions are all over the place. And so when you're getting really good dick and the guy's giving you what you want, or he's doing whatever it is that you're feeling, you can let your feelings get in the way of your normal logical judgment. A lot of women do. Yeah. Yeah. So if you let it get in the way, and that's why I said decision making. Women make decisions based off their feelings. Men, listen, post-nut clarity is a thing for a man. Once a man, ask a man the question you want to ask him just after he's orgasmed, just after he's nut, see who he is. Because he's like, he can talk to you as sweet as you want during that time and before the time. If he's just trying to get up and leave, hey. I mean, but you always talk about women being masculine, yeah? So wouldn't you say a woman not making decisions based on her feelings would make her masculine then? Then she's a masculine woman all of a sudden and we don't want her anymore. No, I think everyone to some degree has to make
logical decisions, both men and women, and also men have to sometimes make emotional decisions. But I'm saying one that, because this is a logical decision, one that you have to be with someone for the next 18 years or whatever. That has to be a logical decision. That cannot be a decision that you make in emotion. It can't, because the downsides to it are too great. They're too great. The downsides to it are too great. And so, like I said, there's a lot of women out here with babies for men that could give them a good grind. That was what he was good for. He wasn't supposed to be the father of your child. What is an unpopular opinion you kind of agree with?
Oh my
The
God.
ones that I've been saying.
An unpopular opinion that I kind of agree with. Oh my God.
Go on.
There's a really weird one.
Go on.
This is too weird. You know what? An unpopular opinion I kind of agree with is probably that I think more men should get vasectomies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like that men also suffer greatly from... Come in, don't worry, yes. I feel like it should be that men should get... I'll start with the sentence again. So an unpopular opinion that I kind of agree with is that more men should get vasectomies.
Why?
The reversible ones, of course, not the ones forever.
Why?
Because I feel like that even though it's up to a woman at the end of the day to have these unwanted children that the man maybe didn't want, and that, with the wrong person, etc. But if I was a man, there's a lot of men suffering from similar issues where they impregnate a woman because they're having raw sex, and even the idea that, okay, maybe it might be easier for men to get up and leave, but at the same time, lots of men also suffer from having kids with the wrong person. So I just feel like, and lots of men having also kids by accident and getting a woman pregnant and then being devastated that it's not the woman that wanted to get pregnant, but because... That's
on them.
Yeah, that's on them. But I just feel like if I was a man, for example, I would just get the temporary vasectomy and then open it up again when I'm ready to have a kid. Because you have no power in this situation. If you're bossing a woman, and lots of men do it, and I think it's just a heat of the moment kind of thing often. And, raw sex is raw sex. I mean, everybody loves raw sex. And we can see that it happens a lot. People are having kids, man and woman, with people that don't want to have it. And as a man, you're so powerless. At least as a woman, you have the power to do something about it if you wanted to.
Well, like an abortion.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. Or some women say, I'm on the pill, I'm on that, and they're not, So I think as a man, I think like more men should, if they really don't like the idea of that, to be powerful and in control in that moment, I think more men should get vasectomies.
I think one of the things that probably why men won't do it is because it's slightly emasculating. Because there's so much that goes with having seed and having the ability to father children, whether that be biological or societal. That I hear what you're saying, but I don't think a lot of men will, because you're not the only person to say that, because there's a guy called Rollo Tomasi who says that men should get vasectomies in their 20s, a reversible one.
I think so as well. If I was a man, I mean, obviously that part what you said, I'm not a man, and I'm not like, I don't know how it feels to want to have...
No, you're definitely a woman.
Yeah. But I absolutely agree with that.